Welcome back to Baking with Mr. Bell. Today, we are making the world's greatest Oreo cupcakes. I hope you enjoyed the last video. And so what we're going to do with this video is we're going to look at the instructions, read through our directions, and then get all of our ingredients out, and then get baking. Alright, let's get to those instructions. Alright, so here are the instructions. The ingredients for what you're going to need for the cupcakes. There's two different parts. We have cupcakes and the frosting. So a triple chocolate cake mix, a cup of vegetable oil, a box of unprepared chocolate pudding, 1 cup of sour cream, 4 eggs, a half cup of water, chocolate chips, and 6 Oreos finely crushed or crumbled. If you have more from 6, you can make kind of like a garnish like that. For the frosting, you need a package of cream cheese softened, 4 cups of powdered sugar, a tablespoon of vanilla, and a container of Cool Whip. For me, I put the extra creamy in there just to make it a little thicker. For the instructions, preheat oven to 350 degrees. Mix together the cake mix, the oil, unprepared pudding, sour cream, eggs, and water. And then after you mix that all together, you're going to add the chocolate chips and the finely chopped Oreos. You're going to bake in the cupcake liners for about 18 minutes. Wait for the cupcakes to completely cool before frosting. So usually when I put these in the oven to bake, it takes like 18 minutes. That's when I make my frosting. So what we're going to do is we're going to beat the cream cheese and vanilla together until they're smooth and fluffy. Slowly add the sugar. This is the powdered sugar. While continuing mixing the cream cheese mixture. You want to make sure you add the Cool Whip on a low speed, otherwise you won't get the right type of texture that you need. And then sometimes if it's too runny, if you put it in the fridge, that's what the instruction says. If you put it in the refrigerator to cool, it'll allow it to set more. So you can put your frosting in a pastry bag. You can scoop it on, just spread it with a spoon, or you can decorate it if you want to try for that. And then you frost the cupcakes like normal. You can sprinkle some crushed Oreos, the ones that you have remaining. If you like, you can stick a piece of Oreo in there for a little more flair. So, all right, let's get started. First thing you're going to need is your directions. You have your measuring cups, your measuring instruments over there. You need a box of, I use this super moist triple chocolate fudge cake mix that I found to work really well. In my cupboard, I already had some chocolate jello mix, some chocolate pudding. This is more than what I need, so I'm actually going to use half the package and I'll save the other half for later, unless if I wanted to do a double batch, but that's a lot of cupcakes, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to use half of this. I have my 4 eggs out, my sour cream. So you only need 8 ounces. This is, once again, 16 ounces. I'll use the rest for tacos later this week. But I'll use 8 ounces of this sour cream. It can be light. It could be, full flavored, whatever you want. All right. I have my vegetable oil. I have the chocolate chips that are left over from making chocolate chip cookies. And then I have my Oreos that I always keep handy in my cabinet. So these ingredients are everything you're going to need for the cake mix, including water, but we'll get that from the tap or from the fridge. And then over here is what we will need for the frosting. The frosting is very, very delicious. So you're going to need 4 cups of powdered sugar. Believe it or not, this bag is 5 cups, so that's a big bag. You're going to need a bigger bag of that. Cream cheese, your vanilla, and your Cool Whip. And like I said, I use the extra creamy. It tends to work really, really well. All right, so I'm going to start off. I'm not going to go through each step with this, just to make the video move a little faster. So I'm going to mix this group, and then after that, I'm going to pause the video, make my cupcakes, or put them in my cupcake liners, and talk to you then. And then we will do our icing. All right, let's get started. Alright, so welcome back. We have our ingredients all mixed together for our cake mix. We're ready to put these in the oven. I'm putting the, I washed my hands again. Now I'm putting the foil lined, I'm using foil lined. For me, they bake better. You can use really any kind of, cupcake liner that you want. The trick with these foil lines though is you gotta make sure you separate them because they come in like these two pieces, right? So you don't want to have them together. So you almost get two liners for one. So I'm going to separate these for when I bake. Some of them can be a little tricky. I have some friends that like to bake without liners at all. So if that was the case, I think you would have to oil the pan. But I like to use the liners. Actually, the person who gave me this recipe that became a staple in my household, Kylie. So Kylie, if you're watching this, thank you. She's actually the one that told me that I needed to separate these. I didn't know that you had to separate them. I always kept them together. But ever since I have been doing that, it's been night and day difference for my cupcakes. So that cookie scoop I used yesterday, this is a perfect way to measure it. That way all your cupcakes are equal. Sometimes if you don't have this, you can put them in a Ziploc bag and cut the tip off and just kind of pour them in. Or you can scoop them in with a spoon. But I like to use this to make them very uniformed. And I find out that like about a scoop or so makes a perfect sized cupcake, especially for what we're doing with these. So I'm just going to keep going. Get nice big scoops. Try not to make a mess. I hope you are enjoying these videos. I know I saw a student yesterday, thanks for sharing your photo, who made the cookies. So they look delicious, by the way, so thanks for sharing those. You might have saw my son Cam come in the video for a Oreo cookie. He's running around here now, so he might be coming back for more cookies. But we'll see. Sometimes I can hear him running around. So, but anyways, yeah, this is a nice. It's kind of easy. It's like doctoring up a cake mix for this. The sour cream, I think, is what gives it the moisture, or what makes them so moist in a sense. So I have one left. I already have my oven preheated to 350. I did that. When we were mixing the ingredients, but I have this done. So the way they should be about that full. I don't know if you can see them there. Can you see them there? So this is good. Sometimes if you slam it to get the air bubbles out, that helps a little bit. It might not do anything, but for me, in my head, I think it does something. So I'm going to throw these in the oven, turn on 18 minutes, and then we're going to make our frosting. For our frosting, we're using powdered sugar, the whole container of extra heavy cream. Oh, the oven's preheated, and then the cream cheese that's already softened. So it's in the vanilla. So it's really only those four main ingredients for the frosting. So I'm gonna put these in, and then once again, whenever you use the oven, make sure there's an adult there. Can't stress that enough. And hopefully you can try to make these cupcakes. I'm going to throw these in there. There's my little guy. All right, I'll see you really soon. All right, so cupcakes are done. I'm going to pull them out of the oven. And then I am going to turn off this timer. I'm going to put it on this cooling rack here. Use my cake tester. Make sure it comes out clean, which it does. So these are ready to go. While these are cooling, I have my frosting mix already made. It's in the refrigerator. So once these are done cooling, I'm gonna frost them and we'll be ready to enjoy. All right, I'll see you when these are cool. All right, so I pulled the cupcakes. They're nice and cool now. I pulled the icing out of the refrigerator, and I actually put mine in a bag. Once again, you can scoop it, but I like mine in the bag. And if you put this tip on there, what I'm going to show you is something that's really cool. You're going to poke it down inside the cupcake. You're going to squeeze it out. You're going to fill the inside of the cupcake with that. So then when you come out, you're just kind of going to decorate the edge. And I like mine with a lot of frosting on it, so once again I'm filling the middle and then coming out and doing the edge as well. It doesn't really matter what they look like on the top. I mean, as long as they taste delicious to me, that's all that really matters. And then, but we're going to show you a couple ways to decorate them. Maybe you don't have one of these piping bags or so to say, but we're going to show you a couple different ways to do this. So I'm going to finish this up. Actually, maybe I'll put this down and then scoop a couple on there for you to show you that doesn't really matter. So maybe you have a spoon and you want to just kind of get some of this mixture on there and you just kind of want to plop it on there. You can do that. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Especially if you're the only one eating them, you're not like really trying to show them off. But if you want to plop them down, it's okay. Just when you do that, you can't get the inside. So these last three, I want to fill the inside with them because my kids love that. So I'm going to get a little closer to the camera on this so we can see what's happening. Poking, and then kind of filling it up. And then the last one. Filling it up, going around the edge. So that right there, it doesn't take long when you have one of these piping bags. Actually, a little tip there. If you get a cup, you can throw your bag in there. Don't leave a mess. So what I did is I crumbled up some, these are some different options for you. This is just some more Oreos. I had a bag full. So just sprinkle the top of your cupcakes with them if you want. Really, this is kind of like the fun part. You can kind of make it a mess if you want to. And then there's options for you. So let's say, what I did was I kind of dipped mine in chocolate. I don't know if you can see that there. But I kind of have some different options here. Just dip it in chocolate. So we have these half pieces here that maybe we want to like just stick in like halfway. So these really look nice if you are piping. They can kind of just go in there. These larger ones though, so you see how we have this one as a mess a little bit? Kind of just push them in there. This is just some white chocolate. And then do the same thing with these ones as well. And then I'll get a close-up of these here in a second. And then that is literally all it takes to make these cupcakes. So this is a little more of a closer look at them, so you can kind of see what it looks like. And then here's these other pieces that are like half. But these are nice, good old cupcakes here. Oops, sorry. I'm actually going to peel this one off because I'm going to eat this one. So see this right here? Then you'll see that filling. See how that just comes off nice? And then I'm actually going to take this, my plate, I'm going to take this off. And then when I open this up, you're going to see the filling that I was talking about. See how it's filled on the middle? Yep. That's definitely a good cupcake. So hopefully you enjoy these. Hopefully you enjoy the videos. Don't forget to you can even see the chocolate chips in there. Don't forget to submit your recipes for the Community Cultural Cookbook if you want to do so. It's a lot of fun. That's where you're going to find this recipe in complete detail. So I hope you enjoy. I'll see ya. Bye.